I just spent the last week in a relationship with a girl who I broke up with a week before.
Anyone, because she knows it was complicated, you know it was complicated, it's complicated.
That would be Mark Zuckerberg in 2005 with his then colleague Chris Hughes. And yes, they're talking about his relationship status.
You break up with someone, like, it's sort of bitchy to go back to single, or if like you're actually in a relationship where you're just like hooking up with someone, you know?
The origin of the "it's complicated" relationship status.
Like, you know, it's complicated.
But Facebook's origin started with Mark Zuckerberg.
Hi, I'm Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, an online social directory.
And this week, the company turns 10.
I just remember that one of my friends got a computer, and I just thought it was the coolest thing, so I just like begged my mom for so long to get me a computer.
And the investment paid off. Zuckerberg's idea for a social network went viral. Alongside a close group of his college buddies, the Harvard students camped out at this Silicon Valley house in the summer of 2004.
Things I personally worked on, I'm probably most well known for working on the like button. But I think the discussions that you'd be surprised how involved they were for a one-word link on a page. One of the big decisions we made was that there would only be a like button, not a dislike button.
Brett Taylor was a CTO from 2009 to 2012.
I just arrived when the company was making that transition from sort of their original offices downtown, and so I think they'd gone through a big cultural transition there.
From this office to this campus. And like the company he started, Zuckerberg today is all grown up.
I think it's one of the biggest problems of my generation to get everyone in the world to have internet access.
From a small startup to a public company and 1.2 billion users. Like the relationship status, Zuckerberg's company had a complicated relationship with the public market.
The performance of the stock has obviously been disappointing.
But since then, the founders invested in a mobile-first mentality, and a couple years later, Wall Street seems pleased. And now Mark is taking on politics with his old roommate at Harvard, Joe Green, starting the advocacy group Forward.us to push for immigration reform.
Did you ever think that you guys would be policymakers too?
I've always been interested in public policy, interested in politics, and I feel extremely privileged to be able to work on such an important issue with such amazing people.
A wild ride. We'll see where another 10 years takes the company. Lori Siegel, CNN Money, New York.